Hey guys! So I owe you a massive apology for being so long since the last video. The irony is, the reason why I've been so long is because I sprained my foot seconds after the last video finished filming. Typical me, I had to go to hospital, get it x-rayed, and thankfully it was not broken. But it was so funny and so silly where I'd been sat on it for so long during the last video, because it was like half an hour. It had like gone dead and gone very numb, and instead of thinking maybe I should wait until I can feel it again before I just stand up and walk around, I stood on it, it went crunch, and now I've done soft tissue damage and I'm still in a bit of pain. But anyway, so this is why there's been such a delay, but a lot has been going on, so I wanted to really quickly update you, and then I want to weigh in on the Gordon Ramsay situation, which I will explain. If you don't know what that is, I will explain what's happened. So first of all, I wanted to update you and tell you that I went on an amazing badger watching trip the other day with a batch of very, very cool people, a batch of hunt saboteurs. I won't name them in case I'm not supposed to, because they're supposed to be anonymous. But yes, I went on a really, really cool trip with them. We saw 11 badgers, 2 foxes, a buck, 2 does, and lots of rabbits and a big fat rat. It was incredible, guys. I've never seen animals in the wild like that. Although I live in Hertfordshire, named because of deer being present everywhere, I live in a small town and it just isn't like crawling with British wildlife, at least not that I ever see. So it was an incredible experience, and one that I would recommend to everybody. I'll put a link in the description below about how to attend the one that I went to. But I'm sure that there are badger watching reserves all over the UK, so it's definitely something I recommend. It's so peaceful and calming, and it's given me this new appreciation for our British wildlife and made me really want to help them more than I already did. But anyway, I took over an hour and a half of video footage, but because I don't have editing software, I didn't want to like bore you guys with just an hour and a half of like the same stuff. So my very good friend Niall is going to edit it together and make a really lovely video. So at the moment that is being made. I will put a link. By the way, Niall is fellow vegan. He's awesome. And I'll put a link to his channel. He's a very cool YouTuber called Hello, I'm a Pizza. You may have heard of him. He's actually got a lot of subscribers. He's awesome. His channel isn't focused on veganism. It's actually it's a good one for people with morbid curiosity, people who like creepy things. His channel is all about public service announcements, or public information films from the UK, the US, Australia, all over the world, that have a kind of creepy, morbid edge, that kind of give you the willies, that are like powerful or shocking or creepy. And it's such a cool channel. I mean, I'm a sucker for anything creepy, so I love it. I actually found him through his YouTube, and now we're like buds. So yes, I will put a link to his channel in the description below. If you do fancy checking it out, I really recommend it. If you're into creepy stuff, you'll love it. Anyway, so he's making the video. He's like top dog video editor, so I think it's going to be stunning. Although the video footage I caught was quite bad because we were sat in the dark, and you know, and I couldn't put flash on or anything because I don't want to scare the badgers. But anyway, so that was one thing, and that was really, really cool. I also wanted to share, and it's a bit cheeky, it's a bit of a show-off thing to share, but I really want to share this with you all. One of my beautiful cats, Nana, has been nominated for the National Cat Awards, which is like, basically it's the Oscars for cats. And so it's an honour. I don't even remember nominating her. It was so long ago. I don't remember what I said, but either way, I nominated her for like being a cat that improves like well-being and blah 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 blah, because something very special about Nana. I mean, oh, I don't know whether to go into detail with you guys because the press release is coming out and there'll be video footage coming out. But basically, long story short, she's in the top 3 finalists. So I'll be attending the National Cat Awards at the Savoy in London on August the 2nd, and I cannot wait. Lots of celebrities go. I don't really care about all of that though. I just want to be there because it's a good cause run by like the Cats Protection, which are a great charity. I'll put a link to their website in the description below. They're fantastic. I've rescued cats with them before. They are really, really good. So if you are considering adopting a kitty friend, maybe go through them. They're great. So yes, I'll put a link to their website in the description below, and I will also maybe put a link so you can see like what the National Cat Awards is all about, because like it takes place every year and it's just very, very cool. And if you are interested in hearing about Nana's story and why she's nominated, let me know and I'll make a separate video about it. So anyway, that's another huge and very exciting piece of news. And then just very, very quickly before I go into this Gordon Ramsay thing, because I really want to like go into that properly, I want to say I've got a lot of very exciting things coming up on this channel. I'm doing a lot of interviews, which I thought would be really cool for you guys. So firstly, I am interviewing vegan activist Connor Anderson tomorrow. He is so inspirational, I can't even put it into words. Like, I first met him when he was still in school. I think he was 17. He'd only been vegan for a little while and he was just out there doing activism. He's now the organizer of Hertfordshire Chicken Save along with another friend of ours, Claire Dunning, and he's also a really cool activist, by the way. And he is just so unbelievably inspirational. He took over Hertfordshire Chicken Save when I left, and I couldn't have handed it to better people, really. But Connor, he's fantastic. I mean, he does a different piece of activism every day. He will do things like go to like 3 different events in one day. He organises like so many things in his town, Romford. He's basically amazing, and I cannot wait to interview him tomorrow. So if you guys have any questions you'd like me to ask him, please put those in the description. I mean, not in the description, in the comments. So yes, I'll be interviewing him tomorrow. I will also be, on the 7th of May, I am going up to London to interview amazing vegan YouTuber TishaTheBrave. I will put a link to her I'll put a link to her channel in the description below. She's fantastic. She's so interesting. Her channel isn't purely about veganism or whatever, but it's such an interesting channel and she talks about some really important topics. She's just a very, very interesting human being, and I think you guys should definitely check out her channel. So yes, I'll be interviewing her. I'm also going to be interviewing, very excitingly, Amelia Russell, aka Tofu Vegan. She's the amazing person who designed my cover photo, and she's like an amazing vegan activist, artist, and just general inspiration. So yes, please do check her out. Again, description, I'll be putting a link to her her Instagram, her illustration Facebook page, and she's now selling t-shirts online, so check those out because those are very, very cool. So yes, and then the last interview that I've got coming up, I'm not 100% on this one, but I really wanted to interview a non-vegan to talk to them about like why they're not vegan, how it feels to live in like a world that's going progressively vegan, and the person who I've got in mind is a mother, so I wanted to see how she feels raising her son in a world that's slowly going vegan. But like, I haven't actually sent her over the questions and she's a little bit nervous that you guys are gonna get mad at her. But I want to prove to her that we aren't all mean and pushy. So I definitely think it would be really interesting to get her perspective. Because I think it's very easy once you're vegan to forget what it's like to have a non-vegan mindset. So that's what I've got upcoming. Alright, so now this stuff's over, I want to talk to you guys about Gordon Ramsay. Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm sure you'll all have heard of him. He's a famous British chef, famous for using the F word one too many times. And Gordon has been very famous for, particularly for how much he bashes vegan and vegetarianism. He's very much, he finds this a pain in the arse, basically. He thinks that vegan food's stupid and things. All up until, not yesterday, the day before yesterday, he posted a tweet that shocked the nation, where he posted a photo of a pizza. It didn't have vegan cheese, but it didn't have any cheese. It just had some sort of, looked like spinach, vegetables and stuff. And he said, giving this vegan thing a go. Yes, you heard right. So, everybody is like really torn up about this. Lots of people are furious with him because obviously, like, he's bashed on us so many times, and so people are sort of thinking, too little too late, mate. But no, I, for one, welcome this change. I don't think he's gonna stay vegan or anything. I think it was that he was just trying a vegan pizza. I definitely think he should have had cheese on that though, vegan cheese, like decent vegan cheese and a lot more vegetables, but oh well. But I think that any kind of positive attention towards veganism from a high profile celebrity is a good thing. You all saw my video on Facebook about Beyonce. This was before I had my YouTube channel. I made a video about the Beyonce situation because everybody was really angry with her because she wears fur and she's like the vegan antichrist. But I was really happy about it. And again, I'm really happy about Gordon. I think this is a very positive thing. He has children who are, you know, young millennials who I'm hoping will be able to educate him. And also, I grew up following Gordon Ramsay's journey. When I was an omnivore, I, like, obviously the meat stuff didn't bother me, so I would always watch all his shows, and it wasn't until I went vegan that I kind of realised, wow, he's quite harsh to the vegan movement and things. But because of that, I feel like I do have a better understanding of his personality, and actually I have seen softer sides to him when it comes to animals. And I actually, despite what everybody, controversially, I actually think it's better that he kills his own animals, because he does kill most of what he eats. And I'd rather that than he goes to the supermarket and turns a blind eye and buries his head in the sand. At least he knows, like, that that's what happens. And also, he does speak openly about when he sent cows to slaughter and he got teary-eyed about it. He doesn't like to admit that, but he did. He got really upset because he said he looked that cow in the eye and they looked really like, why, mate? Why are you doing this to me? As they do, as we all know, because we all see it all the time. But for him, he'd never seen that before, and he connected with this cow and he didn't know what was happening to him. And fragile masculinity, he was very, very alarmed about his feelings and didn't like it and wanted this cow to go away and wanted to blank it all out. But I think Gordon has a lot of, like, psychological issues. It was really funny because I posted something positive about him a couple of years ago, and someone commented on my post and said, oh, if you think he's so great, you should read his biography. And I bet they didn't think I'd actually go and do it. I ordered it 5 minutes after they said that, and I read it in 2 days, and it was one of the most interesting things I have ever read in my life. It was so fascinating. I'm not excusing his behaviour. He's not had an easy life, but, you know, I'm not excusing that. But I think that kind of accounts for a lot of this kind of slight psychopathic behaviour. His dad was very, his dad was pretty much just a psychopath. So I think I don't know, Gordon's a very complex human being. I really love him. Don't judge me. Well, you can judge me if you like. It's fine. It's really controversial. I shouldn't, but I do. I really love Gordon. I think he's just, I don't love when he hurts animals. I don't love anyone hurting animals. I love my own family, but they all hurt animals all the time. But I don't know. I think it's positive. He's just drawn attention to, I don't know how many followers he has on Twitter, but he posted it on his Instagram as well. But he drew attention to veganism, and I think that's a positive thing. And I'm hoping that like his daughter Tilly can educate him, because she'll be on social media, probably privately, but she'll be on social media and she'll be seeing firsthand how, I don't know, just how brutal everything is. And I'm hoping she can bring some education to him. Because I think one of his issues is, I don't know, I think he seems to think there's no like flavour in our food. He's very like big about like herbs and spices, garlic, but it's like all of those things are vegan anyway. He could just marinate like tofu, seitan, soy, like there are so many vegetables. Vegetables taste so good when you put the right things with them. I think he just needs some like education. Oh God, it's really frustrating. I would like love to have a chat with him. And personally, I am more of a fan of him than I am of Jamie Oliver, who pretends he's all like in with us, and then in the next sentence he's saying we irritate the crap out of him. At least Gordon is like open and honest. He knows he's a troll. He knows he winds us all up. And he knows that, you know, I mean, he's open with killing animals, whereas I think Jamie Oliver's the type of person that would like turn a blind eye, and Jamie Oliver's like the type of person who would like promote like ethical meats, whereas Gordon does not give a shit. And that's horrible, but at least he knows there is no ethical meat. I think he knows that it's all the same. I think he is quite aware of it. And it's funny because I always thought Gordon was really strange, the way he was very much like he very much like strongly campaigns against shark fin soup. He hates shark finning, he's so against that, but he serves like foie gras at all his restaurants. But somebody very rightly pointed out to me yesterday that that could be his French culinary training, and I think that's actually very, very possible. So I don't know, food for thought. What do you think? I want to hear your thoughts on the situation in the comments below. If you are really angry with Gordon, tell me why. If you think this is positive like I do, tell me. I want to hear people's thoughts and opinions. I like hearing other opinions. It keeps your mind open and fresh. Okay guys, well I don't want to like go on and on and on as I usually do. My foot's now gone dead again, but this time I'm going to lay on the sofa and wait for it to the feeling to come back before I move. It's the actual sprained foot that's gone dead. Okay, alright guys. So, look out for my badger watching video and all my interviews that are coming up. And if you guys have any ideas for any upcoming things that you would like to see, please post in the comments below, and I'll put a batch of links in the description. Okay guys, bye!